Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds, where today we're gonna play the game because they just announced an expansion and I'm excited for it, and yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
And apparently we've got the Blossom Dance Festival going on. Hey there, Outlander. And yeah, playing games just because you enjoy them is just a weird thing to do. And yet, here I am doing it. Don't know why they have to say the Blossom Dance DLC is now available. It's been available for a while. And apparently, it's a good thing that I logged on, because apparently in a little over a month, my prizes for A-ranking the Arkville arena would have been lost. Not voiced dialogue I expected to hear in a Monster Hunter game, but okay.
Avis Hunter! Ramen!
Ramen to you too.
No! You don't understand! If I don't eat a bowl soon, I'm gonna lose my mind! That fierce, flavorful soup! Those smooth, chewy noodles! And don't even get me started on the secret spicy red sauce! Dear Gog, I want it meow!
Yeah, it's a shame the Grand Hub has already rationed out all its portions.
Oh, I'm fully prepared to make it myself. But every batch I've made, the soup just doesn't deliver the savory punch I'm looking for. So, I twisted my whiskers, and then it hit me. What I need is Poogie.
Do I even want to ask for what?
Oh, Poogie's an extremely vital part of the process. Trust me.
I guess I'll help you find one then.
Really? What a pal you are, Hunter. All compassion and kindness.
Hey there, Nick. You got here just in time for us to...
Up one Poogie, I guess. Must be around here somewhere.
Just in time for us to apparently try to hunt down a Poogie that is vital to the ramen making process. And since we're in the area, let's just give that a toss, see what happens. Not much.
I can hear it. I'm getting warm. It's close by.
There's Dr. Ham.
It got away.
Didn't realize he was so fast.
Don't tell me it fell into the water. have to save it.
Oh, just auto-equipped the capture net. And his frog fell off, too.
Oh, lost it again. Must be headed for higher ground.
Sounds like it might be hiding under the giant crake. Yeah, Curbster, we are getting an expansion. Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance.
Poogie, no!
The crake ate the Poogie?
Pardon me? I have a really, really important favor to ask.
Who knew crakes could yell so loud? For Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance, what has been revealed so far is a new locale, the Skybound Eyrie, which looks heavily inspired by Heaven's Mount in 4U. We've got a new bird wyvern monster that fights in a flock and has attacks where they fly in formation. We got Kushala Daora, we got Lao Shan Lung.
Okay, Poogie acquired. Are these herbs?
You found the Poogie! And are these the herbs I need? Wow, thanks! I was gonna ask that Poogie to get these for me. They'll take the gaminess out of the soup.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I knew that was your intention all along.
Alrighty, let's give this recipe a whirl. How's it taste, Hunter?
Bringing back the classic bad meal animation.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oh, I knew it was useless. I'll never experience that perfect savoriness again.
Never say never! We've got the ramen you seek right here! Enjoy!
This is it! The flavor I've been longing for!
I've never felt so renewed.
We heard you've been busting your tail trying to replicate our flavor. Good for you! Don't blame yourself for coming up short. Only 4 people in the world know the exact recipe.
Still, we can't let your efforts go unrewarded! We'll pull a few strings and work with the guild so your supply ship can deliver our secret ingredients!
Really? Yahoo!
Feel free to come eat here anytime if you get your hands on an order sheet.
We'll be looking forward to your next visit!
Alright, so I guess the Ichiran Ramen is no longer a time-limited thing.
Okay, see you later.
Don't know why claim content was lit again.
Savor every last bite.
Alright, well, now that that's been done, I dare say it's time for some actual questing.
Yes. Any quests you want to go on?
Still a good handful of event quests I haven't done, but I don't believe any of them give items I don't have. There's also a good number of optional quests I haven't done, like most of these hunting exercises, as well as a few non-haunting exercise things like this Guardian Fulguranja. I still haven't done this optional low-rank new Udra for some reason. Dang, there's a lot of hunting exercises I haven't done. And yeah, Curbster, I too am curious how they're gonna handle Lao, because it was okay in GU, but there's no way that's gonna fly in a more modern game with more modern actions and controls and all that. Yeah, Nick, I also wish Guardian Arkveld was added as an event instead of just being a one-time thing. But at least we got to hear callbacks to its theme in the AT Arkveld theme. So it's not completely gone.
Make sure you're prepared.
Though, speaking of Guardians, reminds me of something regarding Ascendance. In Ascendance, we can, or in the trailer for Ascendance, we can see that there are things. There are Guardians in places that we haven't seen them before, like in the Windward Plains. So Guardians are clearly spreading out to more places. There's also Guardians in the Skybound area, so they're up in the sky for some reason. And they deliberately showed us every species of Guardian we've seen so far in locations other than Wyveria.
The hunt is on.
And then beyond that,
Manage this quest, Hunter.
the Guardians we did see, they had, at least some of them had a red glow to parts of them that we haven't seen before, which implies that perhaps they'll have a little something new going on.
Nimble as a cat. Incessant.
readied my counter a little early there.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
I'm so glad they decided to actually give Rathalos his own theme. Like, specifying basically that, yeah, this theme belongs to Rathalos, not just to the Verdant Hills. I don't know what flinched him there, but okay.
Look out!
Something came off the monster. Treat that.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Curbster, on the subject of Dalmador returning, I fully expect it to return in Ascendance. Because Wilds in general has been a love letter to 4U. And the fact that the new locale is clearly inspired by Heaven's Mount, like, it's the obvious choice. I fully expect we will see Dalmador either in the base release or in a title update. I will be actually surprised if we do not see it.
Shock traps down and ready for it.
Yes, Nick, the optimal switch axe combo did change since Title Update 3. Basically, there was a title update where they buffed switch axe actions that weren't full release. And basically it made it so that the standard switch axe combo actually does beat out full release / spam in terms of damage per second. Not to mention being more interruptible and easier to dodge out of and all of that. So it was a huge both quality of life and viability upgrade for Switch Axe. And now Switch Axe actually plays like Switch Axe again instead of like bad Greatsword. I don't know why I wasn't expecting the fireball to travel along the ground like that. Look at this doofus landing in a trap. So yeah, that combo I just used is now the Switch Axe's bread and butter. And of course, a full release after some other things can still be quite potent. Like, full release does still have its uses. But we are no longer beholden to it. And I appreciate that. I like it as a sometimes food.
My tail's on fire!
There have been a few times where this Rathalos has just flinched midair for reasons unknown.
Bombs away!
I was about to remark that this Rathalos has a remarkable amount of health, but then remembered that this is a 9-star quest. It's honestly kind of incredible how good Rathalos hunts have been getting. Like, I don't think you'll find that many people who argue that Gen 4 and earlier Rathalos was super fun to fight. And even World Rathalos was just okay. But then we got Rise Rathalos, which was actually really fun. And I think Wild's Rathalos is the best iteration of the fight we've had so far. Like, it feels like a Rathalos, while not feeling like, oh, it's just in the air always. Yeah, I'm not going to say World Rathalos was bad. It was the best Rathalos so far. But Rathalos has just been getting better and better since. Oh, well, don't have to have Amp to do a wake up.
Additional supplies have been placed in your sacred pouch.
And that is this Rathalos down. Yeah, Outlander, I agree. Guardian Rathalos is neat. Also, I'm actually glad that the Ascendance teaser has shown us more, well, not more Guardians, but it's shown us the Guardians in more places, because A, we get to fight them in more places, so there's that level of interest. And B, means they're not just completely abandoning Guardians. I was worried that they might. Sure do love getting nothing but trash charms. What do I think will be abandoned in Master Rank? I mean, I had thought that they would abandon Guardians, but they're not. Clearly Guardian Arkveld will remain abandoned. No. No, actually, no. There's a chance they could bring Guardian Arkveld back in Master Rank, considering the thing that we're getting. The new locale. It's got Guardians in it. And those Guardians, like, I doubt they're going to be able to just walk there from Wyveria, so they had to get there somehow, which means maybe it's just a brand new Guardian production facility up there, which means there is every chance that they could actually bring Guardian Arkveld back. I mean, they absolutely know that people wanted Guardian Arkveld back. It's probably why they had AT Arkveld bring back at least some of what made Guardian Arkveld special. So there is actually a very real chance we could get Guardian Arkveld back in the expansion. And then, let's see. Zoshia, I honestly could see them just leaving in high rank.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet we don't get a Master Rank Omega. As sad as that is, I love the Omega hunt. But we have never had a collab monster return in an expansion. To be fair, we've only had 2 instances of collab monsters to begin with. But Behemoth, Leshen, neither one returned in an expansion. And yeah, I doubt Omega will. The bounties do want me to do a Seregios. Should have started from a different camp.
You're prepared.
Still can. There we go.
Quest accepted.
Wait, no. Seregios is weak to electric, not ice, right? Well, doesn't matter what he's weak to, because the... Forgot my, Forgot how wilds worked. In this game, the blank attack decos go on the weapon, not on the armor set. And then we can drop these Thunder Res for Bleed Res. Suture Jewel, that's right. Nick, I actually do expect Kurapeko to show up, considering the new bird wyvern we got has displayed some animations that are very characteristic of Kurapeko.
This will be a dangerous one, but I know you'll
So it'd be an easy case of reusing animations. Plus, we also know that they did want to bring Kurapeko into Wilds. I forget what it was that they decided against it for. But, like, we know they already considered Kurapeko for base Wilds. And the fact that they considered it for base Wilds means they probably also considered it for the expansion. And the fact they've given us a bird wyvern that has animations that used to be specific to Kurapeko highly suggests that Kurapeko is going to be here.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
I just noticed something. Used to be that triggering those crystal pillars would result in a pretty huge frame hitch. But I didn't notice a frame hitch just now. Yet more optimization this game has experienced, I suppose. I did just see off in the distance something a little less praiseworthy in terms of visual experience slash display. I'll have to turn the camera back that way at some point. Yeah, the shadow over there is very blocky. I have activated my Vigor Wasp revival just to focus on it, but looks like it's better now. What you doing up there, bud? I tried to warn you.
Moving to a new area.
It is not moving to a new area. Don't lie to me, Cap.
I'll be fine. I got it covered.
Nick, as far as counters and offsets in this game go compared to the ones in Rise, they're more available. Like, I can do that counter, do it again. The only thing I can't do is go from the counter into the counter. And the fact that they even updated it in one of the title updates to make it so that you can actually dodge before doing the counter swing, so effectively just turning the counter into a damage reduction tool for when you don't have time to sit there for the full counter animation. Like, it's very versatile. There's a lot you can do with it. It doesn't give you a free amp like the one in Sunbreak did, but it's also more usable. Because, like, you can combo into it from any sword mode attack. Or from just a standstill. And, yeah, it's very useful. Offsets are trickier to actually use. But when you build up the offset meter, like, you do get a pretty big flinch that is very useful and feels super satisfying. So, like, yeah, it's good. My main issue with the offset is Switch Axe doesn't have an offset in sword mode, and most of Switch Axe's damage comes from sword mode. So, like, the mode I want to be in to do damage is not the mode that I can use to give myself a nice opening. And also, the Switch Axe offset just takes a year to come out. There are other weapons that are much better on offsets. Greatsword specifically is just hands down the best at offsetting.
Shock trap's down and ready for you.
But, like, you can't tell me that what I just did does not feel really good when I do it. Because it does. Yeah, Greatsword's great at offsetting. Hammer has the offset built into its basic combo. So there are 100% other weapons that are better offsetters. The fact that I can offset it all is just a nice bonus for Switch Axe. And, like, the top players will use a lot more offsets than I do. I like to think I am a decent to good Switch Axe player. But I definitely do not get the full value out of this weapon's moveset. That is for sure. And as far as condensed discharge goes in Sunbreak, I didn't like it and thus didn't use it.
More supplies have been added.
I still think, as far as moveset goes, I think Rapid Morph Switch Axe in Sunbreak felt a little bit more fun to play for just the general moveset, or just how the combo felt, how the best combo felt to execute. I think Rapid Morph Switch Axe in Sunbreak felt better than what Switch Axe has here. But in terms of versatility and what you can do at any given moment, Switch Axe definitely feels like it has a lot more options in this game than it did in Sunbreak. Like, having a counter that is easy to access, it's hard to argue that that isn't fantastic. Love doing my discharge inaccurately. Seregios has a very tweety snore. Wow, that did like nothing.
Use this if you need some boots.
Honestly, I think the worst part of the counter in this game is just that it doesn't negate any status application that the move you countered would have done. So, like, if you're fighting Seregios and do not bring bleed res, you will get bled through your counters repeatedly. And it's kind of annoying.
Go all out. Time to go on the offensive.
Why don't we go take a break?
That's my partner.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
Oh, another interesting announcement regarding Monster Hunter Wilds that they didn't show at the Summer Games Fest. There's a Switch 2 version of the game in development. They haven't announced a release date or window or anything, but they are in fact releasing this game on Switch 2.
I've got a special announcement. We'll have some more great food for you soon. Right. I'm here if you need me.
Yeah. Make sure you're prepared.
Still got 45 minutes on my food buff.
Come on over.
That feels too long. Why is it that long?
Can I proceed?
Might as well
What's this?
upgrade these dual blades so that we can see the amusement of crafting meat.
Here.
Got it.
Elbows, elbows.
Right.
Good.
All right.
A sage choice.
I still need Fusium Aura. Thought I was already done collecting that stuff. Still need 5 Omega nodules. There's a lot I still need if I want to craft all of the switch axe and generic armor. Or all the switch axes and all of the armor and stuff. And all the event weapons. Right, I've already got a quest posted. Haven't I? No, I didn't post it.
Yeah.
I looked at it. Or maybe I did post it, but accidentally canceled it. Whatever.
Make sure you're prepared. Take Dabarina.
And my game crashed. That's not good. Hang on, I'm gonna check some things. See what the deal is with that. Okay, we're not seeing anything in the Windows Event Viewer for the last hour. So I don't know what caused that crash, but it definitely was one. Oh boy, I get to compile shaders again. Thankfully, it was a quick shader compilation because it was probably just rechecking the shaders that were already compiled because I did update my graphics driver between the last time I streamed this game and now. And it's going to always have that shader compilation step until I successfully quit the game normally after a shader comp. Looks like it saved after I put on my anti-Uthduna set. Maybe like right as I was departing.
Any quests you want to go on?
I'm counting on you. Take Dabaria.
Might as well have a demon drug to make the quest go just that little bit faster. Also, it has occurred to me that I want to look at the Arkfeld pendants. Oh, also, if you have this game on Steam, or any other platform for that matter, the shop now has what were previously the Japan exclusive pendants. Takoyaki Pugi. And the 2 KFC pendants are now available without needing to go to Japan and get a code for them. So, yeah, go get those. They're available for free right now. On whatever online store you like to, or your game is on. Okay, so the Mark of Mastery for Arkfeld, I'm sure will look more interesting at some point. Also, I think I still need to do, like, the Rompist Popolo quest, like, 4 more times to get all of the Polo Pals. And I need to do the Jiggly Squirm quest a bunch more times to get all of the Jiggly Squirms. Now let's use this Mark of Mastery for a bit. See what's special about it. I'm betting once I unsheath my weapon, it will look more interesting.
What kind of monster are we after this time?
Thought I told it to not start me at base camp.
No surprises today.
Ah, yes. Unsheath the weapon and it turns into
Goes a long way.
oddly floaty chain blades. Started my counter way too early.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Look at this Gagios just chilling here. It doesn't care what's going on. That feels like a really early deveiling. Oop. Hey, Cat, where was the Vigor Wasp revival? Kind of amusing it's such a short run back that Uthduna was still on camera. And the Veil's coming back. I always find it hilarious when you knock a non-flying monster out of the air with a flash. And Uthduna gives you tons of opportunities to do just that. Nick, as for the value of Rapid Morph outside of Charge Blade, yeah, there's not a whole lot. There are some attacks that you would even think would get Rapid Morph for Switch Axe, but they just don't. It's nowhere near as good as it was in Sunbreak. Yeah, Rapid Morph is a lot more valuable for Charge Blade than it is for Switch Axe in this game. It's sad, but it's the truth. Instead of being, you must have this to do lots and lots of damage, it is instead, sure, if it comes for free, take it. That's a bad health level to be stunned at, but now we've got guts back, so it's good.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
It's a lot easier to flash a monster out of the air when you have your flashes equipped.
Go on the offensive. Looks like it's moving to a new area.
I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this thing to the rocks. Or maybe I can. I can. Just wasted a knockdown from that tempered wound, but whatever. nice para.
That's my partner.
Nice work, Hunter. Let's head back.
Oh, better collect this trap.
It's not a very good chance, but there is a chance to get Fusium here. Might as well try.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
This is actually not a terrible charm. It could be better, but it's not terrible. The real thing that kills it is that it doesn't have anything that's worth a level 3 slot.
Yeah.
I do love me some new Udra.
Quest accepted.
So we've seen the Tonkotsu ramen animation here today. We have not seen the Tonkotsu free ramen animation. And admittedly, the Tonkotsu ramen is the better one in terms of buffs. But never hurts to watch an extra animation. I mean, it's barely different, just a matter of whether you put pork or not pork into your mouth, but still. I found the octopus. I hope we get a third octopus. Give me a sky octopus in the expansion. That would be neat. Of course, we already have a sky octopus in the franchise. Just give me that, actually. Bring it back. Hell, if you have to, give us a freaking juvenile Yamatsukami as a standard monster instead of a big elder dragon. That feel when you let yourself run out of sword juice and get slapped for it? That feel when you completely whiff your offset follow-up?
Hey, get out of there!
I haven't done Zero Sum in a long time. Sure, it's not as much damage as basically anything else you can do in that amount of time, especially not on a downed monster. But it's still cool as an action.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Well, seems my cat did not manage to get out of that in time, but it did give me all the time I needed to sever that arm.
I'll ride with you.
Outlander, this monster is so dang fun with basically everything but an impact weapon, I would say. Like, they got real creative with its animations because they kind of had to. It's an octopus. They gave it some really cool moves, an awesome design. I mean, like, it's an octopus that's on fire. Like, this is easily my favorite monster they added in this game. Easily. And it's not even close. I love me some new Udra. And the fact that all 6 of its arms are severable. It's a heart cutter's dream. And my cat's been grabbed again.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
And that's another arm gone. We're just middle left away from turning this guy into a righty.
Time to go on the offensive. Well, that's perfectly.
And this new Udra is now a righty. But only barely. It's only got rear right. Ow. I was trying to stick close so that I'd be able to go for that rear right when he was done doing his thing, but nope. Oh, is he eating? I think he was just eating a Geldron. And now this new Udra is armless. Not harmless, but armless.
Almost there. Looks like it's moving to a new area.
It's always weird how its roars when it's in running away mode are silent. And yeah, Outlander, I knew the new Udra was hungry. I've just never seen it actually try and eat something without changing areas first. It was just like, hey, there's food here, I'm gonna take it. And there's still that arm to carve.
Our destination's just a quick hop from here.
Oh,
I'll just hop off for now.
Get out of there. I do not believe I'll be able to bust the eyes, especially not without a pit trap. I was just looking for one. But I did get all the arms, so it's not like I've
Bradley, over here.
truly missed out on things during this hunt. Don't like that it falls so far away And apparently during its enraging animation it can't be knocked down, because otherwise it would have been when I broke that tempered wound. Killed with a heavy blunt pod.
Great job, partner.
Look at all those new Udra eggs. Imagine if all of those managed to actually make it to adulthood. Azuz would be boned.
Yeah! You alright?
Yeah, Crab, how about that Ascendance reveal? I'm excited.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, indeed, Crab, there was discussion of Ascendance earlier on in the stream. But I don't mind discussing it again. It looks really cool, and I want to play it, and I'm willing to bet we are going to see Dolometer back, and I also feel like it's likely we'll see Kurapeko back. Mainly because the new Bird Wyvern we saw has some animations that are pulled straight from Kurapeko. So yeah, I do see it as being quite likely that we'll see Kurapeko back, because why bring back Kurapeko animations if not bring back Kurapeko? It make no sense. I also talked about how I would like to see a new octopus, a sky octopus, and then I realized we already have a sky octopus. It's called Yamatsukami. And then I was thinking, hey, give us a juvenile Yamatsukami that acts as just a regular cephalopod monster. And yeah, I would be 100% down for that. Or in the Skybound Eyrie, they could give us a separate environment like this one and have Yamatsukami be its apex, like they have Jindahad be the apex of the Ice Shard Cliffs. They could 100% give Yamatsukami back to us. I think this is one of the best chances we've ever had for it to come back. Because, I mean, they're making us go up in the sky. Where does Yamatsukami hang out most of the time? Up in the sky. They could give us a Yamatsukami, or juvenile Yamatsukami. The opportunity is here.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
And, like, they're giving us Lao back. They could give us Yamatsukami. Outlander, as far as how Master Rank in Ascendance is gonna feel, like, in the dev interview, they basically just straight up said, oh, in Master Rank, monsters are a lot more agile and whatnot. They've got a lot more they can do. So we gave players the boost bracer. So, like, we can probably expect the monsters to be at a level where the devs felt like we needed the boost bracer to keep up. Like, I'm willing to bet most of the monsters, like, until the midway point of Ascendance, are actually going to be easier than the 9-star quests in this game. But, like, they're probably going to get quite intense towards the end of things. Took a step too close. Why does this Jindahad have my number? Who gave you my number? Why did his head just flip backwards for a moment? Cool, I only hit myself. Started my counter a little early there. A lot of people are using the Skybound area as a way to suggest Valstrax. I personally don't think that Valstrax would be included as specific to one map. That's never been Valstrax's thing.
Heels inbound.
Like, they could absolutely use it as an excuse to bring Valstrax back, but I do not at all expect it to be like the Valstrax map. Because Valstrax, in every game it's appeared, has been able to go to every locale. Because, like, it's a monster that flies very fast and very high. It can get anywhere. And so, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see them restricting it to one map like that. And the thing is, as far as bringing Valstrax to the maps that we've got in this game, like, 2 of them, the Oil Well Basin and the Ice Shard Cliffs, just don't really work for Valstrax. Oil Well Basin is too underground. Ice Shard Cliffs are too
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
indoor, I guess. So yeah, I don't see Valstrax as being a very good fit for Wilds, even if we're going up into the sky. And yes, Outlander, I did in fact get value out of that icicle. I mean, I may have only hit myself, but hitting yourself with it is still content. Content is value. Bad time for a leg break. That, on the other hand, was a good leg break. Outlander, my only real issue with World Kushala is the fact that you could not negate its wind without wearing Kushala specifically. Like, you need to have access to negate Dragon Wind without wearing Kushala. If you could get enough wind res from just wind res decos, no problem, fully welcome. But if you have to wear Kushala in order to comfortably fight Kushala, that's lame. I so frequently forget to drop this on monsters. At least partially because I wasn't even aware it existed prior to the Omega fight.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Nice, broke the back. I got nothing left to break on this guy. Oh, another thing we can fully expect in Ascendance is Namiel. Because, like, A, Namiel uses the Kushala skeleton. But B, the Monhanbu, the official Monster Hunter Japanese community thing, like 2 days before Summer Games Fest, posted a thing on Twitter that was an image with Japanese text that translates to, "There are no holidays this month, so how about some rain instead?" Because Japan doesn't have any public holidays in June. But, and then it had a Namiel footprint. You don't just show people... Really? Paralysis now, cat? Bad timing. You don't just show a Namiel footprint and say, "How about some rain?" right before announcing a game that is an expansion to the existing Monster Hunter game that is adding Kushala and other Elder Dragons without also having Namiel being in it. Like, they didn't show us Namiel in it, but Namiel's going to be in Ascendance. There's the tiniest of chances that it was actually meant to be like a Stories 3 tie-in post, but they haven't made any Stories 3 announcements this week. And, like, Namiel's already been in Stories 3. It's not something that would really need to be teased. It's been around since the demo. No need to tease something that people have known is in the game since before it came out.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
So yeah, I fully expect Namiel to be in Ascendance. Was hoping that that would hit, but oh well. I'll also be surprised if we don't have at least one Blos in Ascendance. Because if we don't, then it'll be the first time we haven't had any Blos in a Master rank game. Master/G. Because, like, yeah, Monster Hunter 4 was the first game to ditch Blos at all. We still got it in 4U.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
And Monster Hunter Generations ditched the Bloses. but we got Diablos in GU. And yeah, it's... They put Diabloses in G-rank games 100% of the time thus far. No exceptions. And for Wilds, a game with a sandy desert, to be the first exception would be very, very weird. So yeah, I am also fully expecting a Diablos. Perhaps Monoblos. I would like to see Monoblos. But Monoblos, I feel, is less likely than Diablos. Mainly because Monoblos has always been a single-player-only monster, and there's no way they're going to develop single-player-only content in a game where even the village experience is multiplayer. So yeah, monsters that I fully expect to see in Ascendance. Like, I will be shocked if they are not present. Dalmadur, Monoblos, or not Monoblos, Diablos. Dalmadur, Diablos, Kurapeko. And was there another one? I mean, those three are the three that I fully expect to see. I feel like there was another that I mentioned earlier today, but I can't for the life of me remember it. Oh yeah, Shigaru is also a shoo-in. And Namiel. Outlander, again, Namiel I would put in the shocked if it doesn't appear category because of the social media post from the Japanese community website thing. You don't just tease a Namiel footprint without having plans to announce Namiel for something. Especially because they only teased a footprint, like they didn't show a picture of Namiel or anything. If it was for stories, they would have just shown a picture of it. But no, they were like, in the post above the image, they were like, whose footprint could this be? And it was Namiel's. It was 100% Namiel's. Like, yeah, Namiel is going to be in Ascendance. It will be there. And given that we've got Kushala, I will also be shocked if we don't get Teostra. Whether we get Chameleos or not is kind of up in the air. I could definitely see it happening. But I wouldn't be shocked if Chameleos wasn't in. Because sometimes Chameleos misses games that Kushala and Teostra get in. It's just a thing that happens sometimes to that poor lizard. Yeah, the fact that we've got Gormagal already means that when they're adding Elder Dragons to the expansion, there is zero chance Shigaru goes the entire expansion without showing up. Zero chance. Not even the tiniest chance that Shigaru is going to miss it. I don't know if there is any unconfirmed monster that is more confirmed than Shigaru.
Any quests you want to go on?
Make sure you're prepared.
Yeah, Nick, we are getting the Stories 3 update that's adding the new place or whatever. The new something with the royal monsters. That's coming this summer, so like it's gonna be this month, next month, or the month after. Like, technically they could do it in September, but that'd be weird. I would be surprised if we don't get the Stories title update by the end of July. Just seems right that we'd get it by then. Not gonna lie, I just cannot fight a Raydao during the Sand Tide without fond memories of the beta coming back. Those were fun times. Fighting this thing for the first time, not really knowing what was what in Wilds in general. Still a really fun fight and hunt. Tried to say them both at the same time. It did not work. Yeah, I like Raydao a lot. I like Raydao's music a lot. Say what you will about the reduced visibility during the Sand Tide. The lighting when we get these lightning flashes is still very dramatic and neat. And like, who doesn't think a railgun dragon is cool? Even if it's a railgun wyvern, but still. They honestly knocked it out of the park with all of the apexes. The fact that Uthduna, a giant wrestling fish that uses its weight as its weapon, is the least interesting of the apexes. I mean, that tells you something. And that something is that Uthduna also happens to be the first apex you encounter as part of the story. So, like, it has to be the least interesting. And yet Raydao here is the one they have get jobbed by a bunch of other things. Gotta show that a new monster is really strong and can beat things up. Have it bully a Raydao.
Hey, ugly!
Hey there, guard. I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. And Outlander, Ray Dow is allowed to be a bad matchup for Lance. They made up for it by how good of a matchup Arkveld is for Lance. Dodged into that.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
That was meant to be an offset, but I'll take a horn break. Tried to get a cheeky carve in, but he didn't want me to. And if you really want a good Ray Dow matchup, go pick up a hammer. The fact that this guy's head is such an enormous hit zone. And so very weak to impact damage. Like, yeah, Ray Dow was meant to be hammered. Well, Crab, think about it. If Ray Dow had a hammer, you wouldn't be using it against him. So it's fine that he doesn't have a hammer. He is meant to be hammered, not to give a hammer. I see we both decided to attack at the same time, and his attack, did better.
Looking weak. Almost there.
Lightning has the man.
I don't feel like that should have hit him. And that also whiffed. I'm just not doing good with dropping things on monsters today.
New supply items are in. They're in your secret's pouch.
I'll never up what you did.
Don't forget, you can carve materials from severed parts.
She says, as I was carving materials from the severed part.
Such lovely color.
All right. Should have picked up the new
I've got a special announcement.
dailies. Yep, not doing more than one of those today. Because I'm only doing one more quest. I've just worked my way through all the apexes. It's only right to finish with Arkfeld. Did not mean to click accept and depart. I really wish they would put accept and prep first. And guard, I don't mind you joining one bit. It's only for one quest, but you are fully welcome.
The hunt is on.
Okay, well, let's be on our way.
Hang on, can I can use the lucky voucher already, or still. Okay, items. We like loadout 2 mostly. Why? I don't know. It's just, it feels like the one that I choose the most often. And we're using this anti-Arkfeld set, which is really anti-AT Arkfeld, but whatever. Start my counter a little early there. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Yeah, Crab, it will be neat having actually just all of Lau's gear in HD. Like, sure, we already got the Lau armor in HD via a layered set in World. But, like, having it come from the actual monster will be neat. Oh, I see. We've got Akuma in here.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Got guard playing Monster Puncher. You know what? Monster Puncher is a fine game to play. Hey there, Wolfkinson.
Bub, I'm your target. Can't move.
The fact that most of your shoutouts while you're in the Akuma layered armor are Akuma voice lines, and yet you go back to your standard characters, I can't move when you get stunned, is really jarring. Unfortunately, Wolfkinson, this is the last hunt of the day. So, you're too late to do much in the way of hunting. At least on stream here. Well, hey. Still good to have you here. Shun Gokusatsu looks way cooler when you're the one doing it. From an outside perspective, you just stick to the monster's face while it does what it's doing, and then just appear on the ground in front of it when you're done. It looks very silly.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Nice KO. I wanted to go for the tail, but this chain is just in the way. And it's still in the way. Yeah, Wolfkinson, you've definitely missed some discussion about expectations for Ascendance. But perhaps most notably is the monster predictions. Like, we've gone over them, but I'll say them again. Never hurts to say them again. Shigaru Magala is more confirmed for Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance than any monster that hasn't been announced yet. Like, I would say it is just as confirmed as Kushala is, despite not having been shown. Because, like, we've got Gore. There's zero chance they're going to give us a game with Elder Dragons as a focus that has Gore but not Shigaru. Zero chance. Cannot happen. Oh, hey, my cat just stole an Arc Belt gem. Not bad. Namiel, I would say, is nearly confirmed because of a post that the Japanese official Monster Hunter Twitter community thing, or official Monster Hunter community Twitter account made. You know, there are no holidays this month, so how about some rain? A picture of Namiel's footprint. The text on the post was, whose footprint could this be? So yeah, Namiel is basically confirmed. Unless they were for some reason teasing Namiel for the Stories 3 update that's coming. Even though Namiel has been known to be in Stories 3 since the demo. It's not a surprise there. They could have just used a picture of Namiel and not, oh, whose footprint is this? So yeah, Namiel is gonna be in Ascendance. We've got a Heaven's Mount inspired area, so I would honestly be kind of surprised if Dolometer doesn't come back by the end of the expansion. Whether it be at the start or in a title update, who knows, but I fully expect Dolometer. We've got a new bird wyvern that has animations that were last seen literally on Kurapeko. So, be weird to have Kurapeko animations brought back, but not Kurapeko itself. So Kurapeko, I'd say, is probably a shoe-in.
We've received additional supply items. Take a look.
And I would be surprised, very surprised, if we don't get Diablos. Sure, Diablos has missed games, but it has never missed a G or Master rank. Especially not in a game that has a sandy desert. So yeah, Diablos, I'll be shocked if this ends up being the first Master rank it ever misses. I'd say there's a very low but non-zero chance that we actually get a Talca back. Especially after learning that they wanted to put a Talca in Stories 3, but had to give up because it would have been too prohibitively costly to include. Like, it'd be a lot of dev time for one set-piece boss. So they planned, but had to cut a Talca from Stories 3. So a Talca is clearly on Capcom's mind, at least. But again, I don't actually expect a Talca in Ascendance. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Who else do I fully expect in Ascendance? I mean, they're almost certainly not going to leave Zinogre out. The winner of the monster popularity poll just isn't going to miss a Master Rank game. It's not going to happen. And, I mean, Nargacuga wasn't far off. We're probably gonna see it. Gemma has a Kezu plush on her belt in Ascendance for her new outfit. So we'll probably see Kezu. Crab, wasn't Nergigante second place like in the US or something? I thought it was Narga was second overall. I may be misremembering though. And yeah, Teostra was another one that I would be surprised if it doesn't make it in. Chameleos, I'd say is like 50-50. Because while, yeah, people treat Chameleos, Kushala, and Teo as a trio, there have been multiple games where Kushala and Teo have appeared without Chameleos. So, Chameleos is not guaranteed when you get Kushala and Teo, but I don't believe Teo has ever missed a game with Kushala in it. So, Teo, probably a shoo-in. I have no idea how that didn't hit me, but okay. Ow.
Great job, partner.
It always feels just that little bit anticlimactic when you score a kill with just your unsheath attack.
This specimen is... I see. Oh, which would mean...
Crab, if they are going to be bringing back subspecies, I think Copper Blangonga is probably going to be #1 on the list. Because we have a desert, we have a Blangonga, and Copper Blangonga hasn't been back in a long time, which is one of the things they consider when choosing what old monsters to bring back. Oh, and it looks like we get to finish up with the diva, who, sure, she's already mid-song, but whatever. Outlander, I wouldn't expect a Monster Hunter Legacy collection anytime soon. Capcom knows that people do want it, but they've always said basically like, we just make new Monster Hunter games. And the thing is, unlike with Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, Monster Hunter, from the very beginning, has been designed as a multiplayer experience. Releasing a Legacy Collection would kind of run counter to the desired aim of the franchise. Because in that case, like, let's say it's a really bare bones Legacy Collection. It's only got Monster Hunter 1, Monster Hunter DOS, Monster Hunter 3. That's still 3 games that they would need to have online capabilities for, or else that would just be completely missing a huge chunk of what they were literally designed for. And also 3 games across which the community who want to play old Monster Hunter games would then be split. So, like, yeah, I don't think a Monster Hunter collection is something that they're very likely to do. Just because of what the franchise has always been about. It has always been multiplayer focused. That is what it was designed for from the ground up, was multiplayer. And to release multiple games at the same time that are all meant to be multiplayer focused. Oh, we're about to get blinded. Here comes the sun. Ah. So yeah, rather than a Legacy Collection, I could see them eventually doing another remake like they did with Monster Hunter G on the Wii. In Japan only. So like, they could do that. And I mean, they ported Freedom Unite to iOS well after that was relevant. So yeah, a re-release of a single old game I could see happening. But I think the most likely is that, yeah, we approach another anniversary and they give us another anniversary collection type thing, like Generations. Maybe we get Monster Hunter Generations 2, the 6th gen Monster Hunter game, that has as many monsters from previous entries as they could possibly fit in, and it's the new game that people say has just way too much content. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that, and I will be back on Tuesday with more Pokemon White. See you then, friends.